Our headliner tonight is all over the country. He's been on Letterman. He's one of the best all over the New York City area. He's at the comic strip tomorrow night, one of the main clubs in the city. Let's all put it together for Ross Bennett. Ross Bennett.
I like the fact that I don't think they're ever going to take these Christmas lights down. I got a pretty good idea. They turn them on once a year. And then the rest of the year, they just think, no one's going to notice that. By the way, I am a New Yorker myself, but I am not from New York City. That's my story is I'm from the rural western part of New York State. My home, out where I come from, there's two kinds of guys. Guys who go hunting and guys who go hunting. Now, you know the difference between hunting and hunting? Hunting is done for the good of the animals. You must kill some of the deer in the fall so there's enough food for the rest of them to eat in the winter. That's hunting. Hunting is a little different. Hunting involves liquor and flashlights. Every afternoon after school, little boys in the backyard. I almost passed out on that one. Oh, getting too old for this shit. You ever do that? You hold your breath and push too hard. Things just get all sparkly. And it's my age, I'm at that age. I'm at that age. All men get to this age. I don't know if women ever get to this age. What age am I talking about? I'm at the age. Let me look around. See, you're not there, and none of you folks are there. You're there. This guy's been there for a while. Look at him. He was at the first meeting I went to. What age am I talking about? I'm at the age I'm starting to make noises when I don't want to make noises. I do any kind of work around the house, I make two noises. I make one noise when I do the work, and then another noise about a second later. And it sounds like I'm thinking about the work I just did. Watch, you'll get it. Everyone get it? Everyone get that one? That's me, it's my life. I move a lamp in my house, a little floor lamp. I sit down, it's not even work, I'm sitting down. I come home at the end of the day, Whew. I gotta tell you, I'm just glad to be in front of a group of people where I can talk about a thermostat and you get it. Because I know who I am. That's one thing I love about my job, is that I get to walk on stage and for like 45 minutes, nice, beautiful women look up at me and you smile. And I just want to say thank you to each of you ladies, because I gotta be honest, at this point in my life, I don't get a lot of eye contact out in the world from women. None. Does not, and if you do make eye contact, I'll tell you right now, you do not smile. I'll tell you that right now. But I guess in here, you feel safe. It's like, what could he do? There's witnesses. I don't kid myself. I know who I am. I had a woman say to me recently she wouldn't sleep with me if I was the last man on earth. And it wouldn't have bothered me, but we weren't even having a conversation. I was parking my car. I'm parking my car. She's screaming at me. I'm not on most women's to-do list. I love that expression. You'll hear women, like a guy will walk by, you'll have a glass of wine, you look at each other, you go, you know, I would do him. I was working in Atlantic City at the Borgata, and I'm hanging out with a couple of ladies after the show, and this guy walks by, and one of them goes, I would do him. And the other didn't even see his face. All she saw was his ass, which I guess for some women, if I'm not wrong, for some of you, that's enough, if I'm not mistaken. And she did this thing, I'll never forget. She lowered her glasses. It was just, she went like this. She went, definitely. Almost looked like she was in starting blocks, like, definitely. And at that moment, I had an epiphany. I realized if you're a middle-aged guy hanging out with beautiful women who feel comfortable telling you who they will do, then they will never do you. That ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And when I say this, I'm not looking for any pity. Okay, because there are women who will do me. There are women who will do me. It's just, I don't want to do them. Well, I want you to know you've been a wonderful audience. I want you to know, a wonderful. A comedian could not have asked for a finer group of people to get up in front of him and dance, and your laughter and applause are like golden coins thrown at my feet. But all good things must come to an end. Every comedian you see has one piece of material. We save it for the end of our show. We call it our big finish. It's meant to bring you to an extra level of applause and laughter. A little bad news. I already bid my big finish. My father used to make the same noise when he would adjust the thermostat in our house, only then he'd look over his shoulder at me. My father used to go, He'd look over at me. He'd go back to the thermostat. I think he thought I was somehow hooked up to the thermostat, and if he could ever get the temperature right, I would somehow become the son he wanted. There you go. That should do it. No. My father was a retired Marine Corps lieutenant colonel, a nice, mellow guy. I come from a military family. My father was in World War II, my grandfather World War I. So I enlisted in the Army out of high school, 1973. I just missed going to Vietnam, but I was in time for our country's war on drugs. Technically, I fought for the other side. Combat reflexes, which are necessary in battle, are unnecessary at dinner. It's dinner. Drop a potato. Pick it up. Don't jump on it and tell the kids to run. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you for letting me entertain you. Good night.
What a night. Now, if you're in the New York City area, you can see him performing at the comic strip right here in the city. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Ross Bennett. Ross, come on out. Ross Bennett. Wow.